Yo, 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 yo. We live
Hey,
once again.
hey,
Saturday,
what up?
June 1st. Is it not June 1st?
Nah, it's
Today's the
May 31st.
31st.
Today's the 30th. Oh, shoot. Okay. I'm one day early. One day early.
Man, you early.
But I'm still trying to figure out this stupid ass tech issue I'm having over here. I don't know what the heck is going on.
Oh man, you know how it goes. It was all
Man,
good just a week ago.
it was, yo, literally. You ain't lying about that, bro.
Oh, you know how it works,
Hey, chat to
bro.
everybody out there, man. Good morning. Good morning, chat. Did you brush your teeth? Did you wash your face? Hey, listen, y'all. When we say brush your teeth, don't forget the most important part is really that tongue, because that really where the funk holes at.
Ooh, the tongue,
So
the tongue
funkified.
game.
Straight game.
That's funny.
Straight game.
Oh,
That's funny.
what up? What up? Good morning, everybody, man. What up?
Good morning, everybody. He
Oh,
said, my man
Jay
said,
Morrow
nope,
said
ain't brushed
nope,
nothing.
ain't brushed nothing. Jay kept it a stack. He said nope.
Hey, it's all good, man.
Well, Tyler, that's not even funny. Another power outage. I'm obviously on. I have no idea what's going on with this thing. It's not working on my damn desktop computer for some odd reason. I'm gonna get this crap to work. I don't know what I got to do, but I'm gonna get it to work.
Ah,
We're gonna keep it moving for now.
keep it moving for now. So what up, man? What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing? Everybody in the chat, how y'all doing? This Saturday. Let's start. Let me start with this. What y'all got planned for the rest of the day? What's going on? Jay
Man,
down
your
there
boy.
got his Stevie Wonder going.
Oh, damn! Why you say that?
Oh no, he was go ahead and do it again, Jay. He was giving me this
Oh,
with the smile and everything. You see it? That was
hey,
pretty good.
yeah.
He said, breath hotter than the devil dancing in boots on the ground.
Hey, yo.
Hey, you want to
Oh
know
my
what?
gosh. Hey, listen, so I want to say to you guys out there, if you guys have not checked out Mr. Think's last video, his latest vid, show my man some love. He is out here killing the game. All right. That video is absolutely going viral and it is taking off to the moon. And your
Hey man,
boy 2 days ago, I got my double up here. Finally came in my white cement fours, and your boy yesterday caught the W. I'm talking about, I caught a major dub on the Kobe LA Dodgers. Let's go.
Kobe
Let's go.
4-3.
Let's go.
Congrats, fam.
I'm talking about y'all brushing your teeth. Man, I'm
Mm,
feeling funky right now with that
funky,
W.
funky donkeys.
Funky, donkey.
Perp in a build.
Perp in the building. What's good with you, bro?
What up, Perp?
Hello, fellas. Good morning, chat.
What up,
Good
perp?
morning. I
Look
like
at
that
that
hat,
work over
Perp.
there. That ain't nothing but work. That's nothing but work over there, chat. Man. So listen, listen, chat, listen. Today probably is a major question. Do you guys think the Air Jordan 1 Women's Ruby will sell out? And if not, will it do well today? I think it's a dope kick for the ladies. I need to know in the chat, what do you fellas think, man? Seriously.
I don't know why they decided to come out with a iteration like that for the bread toes, but as our friend what's that guy's name? Um Damn, I can't think. I'm so flustered right now. I can't freaking think properly. Baking soda, basically, right? Rinse, and repeat. They said, let's just make it shiny this time. I mean, them things gonna sit around. You know it. I know it. People, there's gonna be some people that get them, but nah, them things ain't really gonna do much.
Okay. What you think, Perp?
I think they should have dropped this along with the Wicked movie that came out last year. That probably would have been, from a marketing perspective, a lot more lucrative for them, and they could have wrapped a whole marketing campaign around that aspect of it alone. Gave us a special box, jumped up made a couple little tweaks and peaks here and there, and it definitely would have sold a lot better than what it's going to sell today.
So far, it seems like everybody's saying this is outlet bound. Mr. Thing, what are your thoughts, brother?
I think Perp's on to something. If I'm not mistaken, speaking of marketing, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if Ruby has something to do with the 40th anniversary. So maybe if they would have targeted maybe a little Valentine's Day this year, along with that Ruby deal and the 40th year anniversary, maybe they could have pushed that theme of on the marketing side. I believe that these will sit. The only way they don't sit is if they only make 100 pairs.
Listen, if they made 100 pairs, the community would absolutely be mad. They would be
probably 50 more than I would have said, Mr. Thing.
Yeah, 100 pairs, that's not enough, man. Right. So Jason C, good morning. He says, morning, fellas. I think it's a nice ladies kick, which I agree with you, Jay. But I don't see men going for them. Facts. This is not going to be on my toe. Okay, I would not wiggle my feet in this bad boy, but where your kick said it right. Rinse, wash, repeat. And Perp, you said it just right on the head, man. Like marketing, they got to start doing these things right around the same time. You know what I mean? Like a prime example, shout out to Sneaker Tyler Ritter, y'all. Hey, support my man. When I say he been dropping nothing but videos after videos lately, definitely support him, subscribe to him. But he dropped the Cowboys, right? The Black History Month Cowboys. I didn't know Black History Month was in the month of May.
Well, CPT,
Right. A little delayed,
okay.
A little bit delayed.
Just a little bit delayed, but the theme of the kick, the story behind the kick, you know what I mean? And DJ absolutely give you guys a lot of hidden history details as to why that kick was made. And so it goes back again to timing and being wrapped around the absolute proper theme. Things like that help silhouettes. Everything will not sell out. But again, when you miss your mark, you miss your cue. It is what it is, and I'm just trying to figure out when Nike will start looking at themselves and saying, hey, we need to do a better job when it comes to our logistical aspects. I mean, it's pretty bad. You guys think, if you guys did not know this, the month of June is just not all about Nike. I've said I've been looking for Reebok to stand up, stand tall. And guess what? Next month, man, my girl Angel Reese silhouette is dropping. As a matter of fact, they got a couple silhouettes dropping, and I'm really proud of Reebok, man, for trying to get out there. And actually, I like her kick, man. I really like her kick. So,
are
you buying it?
In her game right now, bro?
Ooh.
Hey, listen. It is what it is, but she is the rebound queen, right? We ain't say she's
of her own shot.
She's a rebound queen
of her own shot, bro.
Hey,
did y'all see the clip of the dudes that bet like $10,000 that Angel Reese was gonna miss her first shot during the game, and they actually won too, and she done bricked the layup.
Hey,
it
is what it is.
Yo, have you guys noticed? Well, two things. One, we're not getting extended sizes on these rubies anyway, so none of us will be able to put our foot inside of it. But have you noticed that it's only going for 180 and not 185? So I'll be curious that after today's drop, when it goes over to the Nike app, even just today, if it's going to switch over to 185 after it hits the Nike app.
Yeah, I mean, either that or they may have manufactured it a lot earlier as well. They may have had it manufactured, shipped, and warehoused before this whole scenario with tariffs, because there is a kind of trickle down effect for certain sneakers that were made like 24, the cusp of 24, 25. I'm sorry, the cusp of 23, 24. So it could go either way.
Which I'm glad you mentioned that, Perk, because I was having a conversation with Jay about this. I don't know, a couple of days ago, and I had mentioned that kind of same exact thing. If if Nike would have taken the time to go through their app and only change the prices of certain things, I think it would have had a better, I guess, acceptance. But they didn't. They blanketed it. And it was like boom, boom, and just everything. Even even the Air Jordan 1, the UNC that's currently sitting and is available below retail. I mean, for you to slap $5 on top of a shoe that you can currently cop below retail is like, wow. They should have left that shoe alone. Leave it at the 180. But to slap $5 even on top of that, just to blanket everything, I was like, okay, let's see how this is accepted.
It's a game. We all know it's a game, and Nike playing the game right now. And hey, where you kids,
we got some
you got
feedback.
this weird. There you go.
Yeah,
there you
he
go.
muted it. He's good.
Yeah. We know it's a game, and Nike trying to go ahead and play a little game, but at the same time, this is why we spread the information so everybody can understand what's really going on. We're not gonna hold back. We're not holding back for no company, man. I'm giving everybody their props and they love, man. But at the same time, what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. Just keep it a beam. Keep it a beam. Keep it a beam. Now, what's up with these dunks, man? Listen, are y'all going for these pale dunks? Because if I'm correct, they retailing for 125.
Let's see what we got here.
So the pale ivory dunks are going for 125 today. And honestly, bro, I know a lot of people don't like all white kicks, but this is a summertime kick, and that price is just right. Do y'all think it's because of the pricing that this silhouette gonna sell out, or is it because of the kick itself? I'm just curious.
I think pricing will definitely be a indicator of where we go with this. You know what, Jay, you and I were talking about this a while back too. I hate they made it out of the material that they made it out of, because this would have been a customizer's dream, right? Oh my gosh, I would love to get a hold of it. But I think it's more of like a canvas material, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that kind of throws things off. But I feel like they should have just given us like a premium leather shoe instead of trying to. It's kind of giving me Mummy vibes. Remember the Mummies?
Yes.
Kind of giving me like a neater, tighter Mummy vibe to it. But we'll see.
Okay.
Hey, I'm zooming in. I'm zooming in on this, and I don't know what that is, bro. It looks like a damn cotton ball, to be honest with you. I don't know.
Right, it's like weird material.
It does have a little shag to it. We can shag now or shag later.
Ooh.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Shall we? Yeah.
Hey, Tyler said it's not canvas. He said it's nubuck.
It's nubuck.
Yeah, I'm not sure what material it is. It's just weird.
It's something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah, it's not canvas. Yeah, shout out to you, Tyler. Yeah. Listen, a white leather is easier to clean than a white nubuck. Let's just be honest.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's kind of where that might be a problem. And technically, it's not a white kick; it's pale ivory, and it does have that ivory vibe to it. I like the kick. Y'all know I like it.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, this is a pass. I have bigger fish to fry. I love the pricing. I think the kick is nice. Don't get me wrong, but for me personally, I can't do it. Today is gonna be a goose egg for Nike with me. They're on a goose egg.
That's respectful.
Respectable. But the pricing is right, bro. Like, I mean, $125 kick in today's time is what I like to call a gem. Let's just be honest. A straight gem, because if you look at they got a women's Air Jordan 11 dropping, right? This is 11 retro low. Listen, $195 for June. Bro, same height, different material, but you mean to tell me there's a $70 difference? No, sir. I'm just saying, no, sir. Right? Hey, Jason C, shout out to you, man. He said, same, saving my money for those great bees. Hey, listen, man.
He's
I
preaching.
don't care what nobody say. That's the sneaker. That's the sneaker June. That will be the sneaker of the month for June. Is the Great Fives, in my opinion. To me.
What else is dropping in June?
Oh, bro, you got well, you know, you got the Caitlin Clark. Now listen, you got the Caitlin Clark Kobe. There's two different time frames I'm looking. I see that June 1st is the Caitlin Clark Kobe 5s, the Indiana Fever, but I went on ahead and put them at the 30th because I believe it's going to be the end of the month. So that's going to be another instant banger, bro. To me, that might be the second sneaker of the month. In my opinion, you do got some kids. I'm gonna do. I got a video for y'all tomorrow. Is gonna give all the sneaker releases for June, but you also have the light limit Air Jordan 4 for the kids. It got like a DigiCam pack to it. It's pretty dope though.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. So Jordan is kind of light, y'all. I mean, honestly, I see like two major kicks. Outside of that, I think it's gonna be a little dry spell, but don't forget you do have the high and the low Fear of God. The Fear of God Adidas will absolutely sell out. Both pairs will sell out, and it's called the Ash Pearl.
You think so?
The Ash Pearl gonna sell out. Jason C, yes, the Mama Years is supposed to drop next month, bro, but I think that kick is gonna go for under retail, bro. I truly think that kick is gonna go for under retail, and that Mama Year Air Jordan 5 is a pass for me, bro. I'm passing on that bad boy. I do feel like the Fear of God is gonna do way better than the Mama Year Air Jordan 5. Way better.
Yeah. I'm real curious to see right now because I mean Jerry Lorenzo does not have the luster he once had, and he more importantly just has not had the same success that he once had. You know, I think probably the worst thing he could have done was leave Nike to go to Adidas. But you know, we'll see what the consumer predicates as they kind of go into this drop and see. Unless they just made a very limited amount of pairs. Of pairs. Now, if we have a fairly healthy stock, then these will sit. That'll be my prediction for these.
Okay. Hey, to everybody out there, listen. For those Adidas Fear of Gods, listen, man. You definitely need to go up a half size, and you probably really might want to go up a full size. I'm just gonna keep it a bean with you.
Facts.
I'm telling you. So if you don't want to have mushrooms growing on your pinky toe, I'm just
walking around with moose knuckles for feet.
you definitely gonna need some extra space. Pause. Big pause on that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so tonight, if I'm correct, fellas, man, listen. Have you guys been watching the NBA playoffs?
I've been catching a little bit of highlights when I can, yes.
Well, y'all know I'm always watching. Hey, listen, Jalen Brunson, my man, to me, has been rocking the most fire kicks on the planet. If you guys did not know, if you're not watching the game, man, watch him rock the Kobe Protro 5s. Well, no, the Protro 6. And he's rocking the Statue of Liberty, bro. He's been rocking the Liberties, and then he got this other pair. I don't know the name of them, but it's kind of like this orange peach color. Listen, hey, my man is killing it in the game. So I'm just curious if this dude is going to be a part of the Kobe brand, because he's rocking nothing but Kobe, some fire Kobe's that have not came out yet. They're really a PE as of right now.
Nice. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Just OG in the build. What up?
Yep, his kicks ain't out yet. Yep. Salute, OG. Yeah, his kicks.
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can hear you.
No.
Man, listen.
We can't hear you.
I had to freaking add my own damn stream to the stream in order to get audio right now, bro. Like, this is ridiculous. What's going on right now? I don't know what the fuck is going on. Whatever.
Man, it's all good.
We're rocking with it. We're rocking with it.
Jay, real quick, that 23 in the background has caught my attention. Can you bring that a little bit closer to the camera, please, sir?
Talking about you, Jay.
Yeah, this is what my son made, and then I went on ahead and put everything together.
Wow,
That's dope.
That is
so if you guys see, there's what I like about this is that there's imperfection because it dips down. What was supposed to happen is supposed to be a jump man, but because it didn't work out, I took it off. And honestly, I love the fact that it has a 3D effect where it goes up and it goes down. So I really like this personally.
push it
my
up a
son
little
made
bit to the wings logo. Yeah, that's wow. Look at that detail. Kind of turn it to the side here. Is it more of a 3D effect? Yep. Wow. That's really dope. That was eye-catching in the background.
Yeah, appreciate it. My son made this, y'all. Let me know if y'all need something. He make a lot of stuff, and then he made me a glow in the dark Air Jordan 1.
Oh, the 3D printer. That's dope.
Yeah, that's what my
That looks
son-
like the little shot sneaker from Grails.
Yeah.
So yeah, my
Just
little guy
unpainted.
made that for me.
That's
My
dope.
ring logo purpose already in the mail, brother.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's already
Yeah.
in the mail.
Oh, he's making them. He's making
Oh,
them
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
he's
Mr. Thick
selling
already,
them?
Mr. Thick, his is already in the mail.
Damn.
Yeah, he already mailed mine's out.
Hey, Mr. Thing, man, that would go so dope on one of my walls. I have like a few black walls as well. Man, that background, it just makes that gold pop.
Oh,
Did you get it the same color?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see how you place that one at the spot.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Sneaker Tyler Radio, bro. I appreciate that, man. I really do appreciate that. And yes, Jason. Jason. He said, yeah, Josh Hart and a lot of the Knicks rocking Kobe's, but Brunson the best for sure. Jay. Oh yeah. And just like my man Jay also said too, man, they are PEs for sure. Appreciate y'all, man. Hey, you want one that says sneaker?
Sneaker Tyler.
Yep. I know. He said he want one that says sneaker. Hey, hit me up. Let me know.
No. He wanted to say Sneaker Tyler. That's why he wrote that correction.
Yeah, I get it. Just let me know, man. I'll talk to him about it. Yep, hit me up, bro. Hit me up. Hey, Jay said, "Do we start the Discord yet, fam?" We have not started the Discord yet, bro.
That's a no. We have not.
We have not started that, Jay. We have not started the Discord yet, but we
You
need
talking
to.
about the sneaker one or the other one?
Just the platform.
Yeah, just the platform itself. We need to go ahead
Mhm.
and
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking
Eventually
about
get
the
that.
After Dark.
get that thing going. It is 9:27 though right now. Those Ruby Jordan 1s. Any of you guys out there picking them up maybe for your ladies, if you out there, you plan on picking them things up. That's interesting though that they did not raise the price, the $5 extra like they did on the Mellows, like they did on the UNC Reimagines. You know, they tacked on that extra $5. But Jay said they are at 180 currently on the sneakers app. That's interesting that they didn't add $5 to those.
Mhm.
I don't even think it's got anything to do as to when they were made. It's the fact that they're coming out after those two shoes I just named, and they didn't tack on $5.
And you got to remember too, June 1st is when it's supposed to truly occur, but we know what to
Officially hit.
extract the pool.
Yeah.
Yep, we know that.
Yep.
So, yeah.
That is a good question. Hey Lewis, are you going for those dunks at all?
The pale ivories.
Yes. Joel and
No.
Build, what up?
I'm a pass on them pale ivory dunks.
Yeah,
What up,
yeah.
Joel?
I'm actually waiting for the There's another SB dunk dropping, the purple one that's got that translucent bottom to it. I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
Perp, you know what that one is?
I don't know the name of it, but I know exactly what you're talking
The one
about.
that's coming out.
Yeah, they've been pushing it crazy as far as marketing goes.
So according to what I have here, pale ivories, we have 7.7 thousand total pairs that are going to be dropping today on the sneakers app. Not going to be like depending on the demand, not going to be the easiest of cops. But as of late, most of the SB Dunks have kind of sat around. Not necessarily the Udos, but most of the other ones that have released as of late have. He said it doesn't make sense that they're upping the price of shoes that are sitting. Now they're going to sit longer. That's true. That's true. Why up the price on a shoe that you've released already and then it's just sitting there on your app? If anything, you should discount it. But speaking of discounts, they did come out and say, I don't know if you guys saw, I put that in the chat, that Nike wasn't necessarily going to be discounting stuff on their website or to regular stores. It's going to be an outlet thing only now at some point.
Well, to me, that's bad business. I understand why, but to me, that's kind of bad business because everybody don't want to just go to outlets. It's not like there's outlets everywhere. Like some people like myself have to travel a little bit out and everybody just don't want to do that. And so we know about the outlet game. Everybody knows sometimes the outlets really don't have outlet prices. Sometimes they just have straight store prices.
Correct.
And
no discount.
It's
no
a game.
Discount.
Yep.
No discount.
Yep. Regular price, no discount. Or you got to come up with a whole new email address, create a new account through their app so then you can get a 10% coupon while you're there.
Yeah. Yep.
And down here, Jay, like, they charge tax. Now if you went like Delaware, Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, those are tax-free states. So you definitely will save a little bit more. But real quick, Air Jordan 1 Rubies that are dropping today, 6.2 thousand total pairs on the sneakers app.
Oh, perp. You see that?
6.2 thousand total pairs.
It's a low stock.
It's very low stock.
Everybody else is going to have them, though, right?
Yes. JD Sport Finish Line has them. Foot Locker has them. All the major players has them. But yeah, sneakers app.
That makes sense.
Goes up to a size 12. No extended sizing, as I think Jay said earlier. So.
Yeah.
John in the build. What up? Yeah, it makes sense, though.
What up, John?
I mean, if these weren't extended sizes, though, would any of y'all cop them?
No.
Yeah, see?
No. Nah. I mean, if you look at the kick, you just said it. Wash, rinse, repeat. I mean, this does remind you of the Black Toes that dropped last year, and then they re-released them this year, right?
Yeah, I'm not feeling that cracked, shiny material they have on them.
Yeah, I think it's nice for the ladies. The ladies tend to get some pretty nice colorways.
Yep.
Hey, Perp, if there's a kick that if there's a woman's kick that I would have loved to cop, I don't remember the name of it, but it was last year. I think it was a Flight something, but it was a Jordan 1, and it was almost like an obsidian type of vibe.
No, exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, yes. That one with the yellow Wings logo.
Yes.
No. Wings logo was yellow. Yeah, that was a nice move.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. It kind of
faded into obscurion. What happened to that one?
Don't know. They sat though. They sat.
And the Cinnabars that dropped this year, I liked those as far as the Rare Air collection was concerned versus the actual pair that came out for the men.
Yep. The Cinnabar was fire. It was.
Cinnabar's nice.
Shout out to Jay Zam, the Haley Wilsons. Thank you. Yes,
Haley Wilson. Yeah.
Those drop in June. Those drop in June.
The Haley Wilsons are nice. I like those.
They do remind me of the pair that Perp has, because Perp, you got the court purple Dunk Low.
Mm-hmm.
You got the court purple.
Those.
So they do.
Not actually. Actually, that colorway reminds me of the Skeletors.
That's fair.
The Skeletor SBs.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
With the purple and the blue.
Are we
You said what?
For the pale ivories today, are we getting extra laces on those?
I didn't see.
I didn't see neither. That was one thing that I wanted to point out was like the price is looking right, but are you skimping out, on a couple of extra laces?
You gotta
Yeah.
give people what they want. People want extra laces. Come on.
Yep. And black laces was smack with that silhouette. Yes, purple. Don't beat me up. Yes, I said the black laces was smack.
Completely. Look at the hypocrisy here. Jeez.
Hey, so my man Jay said, heck no, tired of buying wifey storage shoes. She always want the shoes and then step out in some Gucci or some Louis Ooies. I ain't wasting my money no more. Man, that's what's up. Hey, Ohio, what's up, famo? You said, I honestly believe companies are in on the tariffs. Gives me an excuse to raise prices when tariffs go down. These companies won't lower them, just like COVID prices that never went down. Hey, brother, when something goes up, nothing ever goes down.
And we've talked about that in the last couple of sessions as well.
Mm-hmm.
Those prices going up, and they never will come back down ever. I mean, that's since 1988.
They're not. Prices, I mean, that's with anything, bro. Like we talked about inflation. And just the whole thing is, chat, like, in my video, I told you guys, because prices are being raised, especially what really pisses me off in the middle of this year, not even at the beginning, but the middle of the year, I've already told myself what I will not cop, what I was going to cop now. I'm telling you. I told you I'm copping just less now. You got to take a stance for something, bro. And I'm telling you right now, I'm part of that movement of, y'all need to pull these prices under retail, then we gonna cop. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I told y'all this.
What's on the docket though, as far as what you copping
for the month of June?
Yeah.
I mean, Great Fives. That's the sneaker. That's the sneaker of the month. There's to me, there's no debate. That is the sneaker of the month. These Grapies. That is a double up for me. And I would definitely say, y'all know I'm a Kobe chaser. I'm going for those Caitlin Clark Kobe's.
So we got those Great Fives, Ferrari 14s.
Pass.
Man,
no look.
Easy.
Y'all sleeping on those.
No, I'm wide woke.
Sleeping.
I'm up.
Sleeping.
Hey, Perk, have you ever purchased the 14?
Sleeping.
Hello.
Shout out to Zay.
Hey, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Hello.
Yo, will those 14s have any type of resale value? Shout out to Jay. Jay joined the membership to someone.
Jay Zam, what's good, bro? Jay Zam. Appreciate the membership.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you for being a part of the fam.
Yeah.
I don't even know the current Ferrari 14s. I don't even know what they're going for as of right now.
I'll tell you what, they will not be resale to the Ferrari 14s.
You know what, man? My video dropping tomorrow. I forgot the price. I think it's like is it 210? I think it's 210.
On the Ferraris?
I think it's 210.
I was about to say I'll only get them for trade bait, but other than that, I'm not gonna touch them.
Y'all wilding.
From what I understand too, that 14 that you enjoying is gonna be less pairs of that than the white cements.
Oh yeah.
Yep, and it's 210. Yep, I was right. It's 210. I remember. It's 210.
Them joints is dope.
No.
Nah, I need them joints.
It's a bull
Chad,
ride.
if y'all want me to do a review on them, I'll get it. But
or you either hate it.
I'm not keeping that.
With the sneaker.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't currently have a 14 in my collection. Do you have one, Lewis?
Nope. That's why I need these.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah. Nah, I'll do a review
with that carbon fiber all around. I mean, look, this is as close as I'm gonna get to owning me a Ferrari. So at least as of right now, unless I hit that lottery. You know what I'm saying? But
let me ask you this question, Lewis.
What's up?
Ferrari or Lambo? Which one you
Ferrari.
pick? You know what? You and I don't agree often, but we're in agreement.
Ferrari, bro.
Ferrari or Lambo.
Oh yeah.
I agree with that. But I'm definitely picking a Porsche overall.
A Porsche? You got a specific model in mind?
I mean, there's nothing better than a 911 to me. I love that 911. I'm a sucker for for that 911.
You know what's crazy too is the fact that they've basically been able to just reiterate that same design with little tweaks over the past few decades, and it just continues to sell. I mean, listen, let's take it back to the Porsche 911 for the first Bad Boys movie, right?
Yep.
Like when you look at a 911 now, you put it right next to it. It really hasn't changed all that much from them. You know what I'm saying? Like just that classic design. There we go. G-Fish. That's my guy right there with the baking soda comment I was talking about earlier. G-Fish, what's good?
G-Fish, I don't rock 14s, bro.
Man,
I don't.
Look.
I don't like 14.
I can't spell 14.
But yet you can using all these big vocabulary words though, Perp.
I love how everyone thinks I move very sagaciously in this chat, but I'm not a GED.
You need you a dictionary to be talking to this man, Perp. Shoot.
No, man. That 14 gonna sell out, but to me, 14s are ugly, bro.
Man.
They horrible. Horrific.
You know what?
Let's
I
see.
kind of compare it to the Galaxy phone posits, right? Remember, there was a lot of love for them, but then there was a lot of hate for them. You know what I mean? So I kind of put this in the same bucket. But I mean, they still moved. They still moved at the end of the day, those Galaxies. So I think these Ferraris are going to move, but within a certain degree.
The thing is are you going to see him on feet a lot? Because
I see people wearing 14s. I see people.
It's not even about the silhouette. It's the color, because that red is vibrant.
It really is.
That red is vibrant, and some people like red. There's a lot of people with red shoes in their collection that they don't necessarily rock like that because of how loud red. I mean, just think about it. Like the Toro, Toro Bravo 5s, the Toro Bravo 6s, the Chili Red 9s. You're talking about mainly all red sneakers. You don't necessarily see a lot of people rocking all red shoes like that on feet a lot. You'll see a lot of blue.
Where your kicks? Question for you. When do you think red sneakers are going to come back once again?
Oof.
When are we going to see a very vibrant era for them to come back? Because everybody couldn't get enough of them, 10 years ago?
I mean, what would you say the current color wave is right now?
Well, we know what it was. It was definitely green for a couple of years.
Green. I know Nike likes to push a lot of iterations of blue.
Mm-hmm. Classics.
Man,
it was yellow for a while as well, because I think
yellow had its time.
22, I had a lot of yellow sneakers. I was complaining to Jay. I had so many yellow sneakers. I just started peeling off of them.
Black comes and goes. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Yeah. I would say, I mean, the closest thing we got to a lot of people wanting to pick up a quote unquote red shoe is probably them Brick by Bricks, right? They made a lot of noise, obviously. Do I see a lot of people rocking them on feet like that?
The Bricks, I've seen a bunch of people rocking them.
You seen them on feet when you went to the show?
Yes.
I see them on feet out in the wild.
Really?
I was at a cigar. So disrespectful, number one. I was at a cigar lounge like 2 weeks ago, and a guy had them on in there. I'm like, those things are smoked out to hell then after being in there for 4 or 5 hours. Because that material, it soaks up, it absorbs a lot of.
Yeah.
So you couldn't see me do that. That was wild.
Listen, and y'all, Rejuvenator can block a lot, not necessarily the smell though. They can't block the smell. They'll block water, they'll block stains.
Yep.
But they ain't gonna block the smells.
Come on now.
Yeah, you don't want to dump no ash like that on them kicks.
Yeah, I've never been that eager to flex a sneaker to take it to a cigar bar. That's wild.
Yeah. Ohio said red is my favorite color. Ohio, I'm in agreement with you, but I can't rock all red shoes. I can rock all red. I love all red kicks.
He said, "Warning: waiting on where your kicks were. Not going to say it until he says it."
Yeah, because you do
What?
be tracking some pretty interesting bangers from time to time as well.
On what? On what?
Wordplay.
We'll get there at some point. We'll
get to it at some point. It's coming. Pause. Big pause. That's crazy.
Speaking of people just flexing kicks like that, I had somebody that works for the university. He seen me rocking the so I had on the rookie of the year highs yesterday, and he rolls up on me. He goes, "Man," he goes, "Look, I don't know what your whole kick game like, but I'm telling you right now," he goes, my kick game serious." And I'm like, and I looked down, I was like, "Well, you ain't got nothing on feet right now." He goes, "Look, let me show you." So then he pulls his phone out, right? And he starts going through these pictures. My man's got a serious thing for the Jordan 11s. I was like, "Oh, like damn." Like, dude, he's like, "Yeah, I got about 200 pair." He goes, "It's to the point now where I get a pair, but in order to keep it in the house, I got to sell a pair to make room for it."
That's fair.
I'm like, me and you gonna have to get up sometime and talk, because he showed, like, bro, he had it stacked kind of like Perp. How you have your shoe collection stacked up like that? That's how he's got his in there. It was nice. It was nice. It's always interesting when you run into people and listen, and when you meet the guy, like, you wouldn't think anything of it as far as him having sneakers like that, but sometimes, man, people are flying under the radar.
I mean, I don't think we can just walk down the street and say, "Oh, that's a sneakerhead." You know what I mean? Like, we come in all shape, forms, and fashion. All ages.
Very true.
You know what I mean? And as a matter of fact, Joel, he says, "I have the Raging Bull 5s all red, perfect for a Blazer game." My guy, Joel. Yes, sir.
But see, even the Raging Bull 5, like, that red is kind of, if I could have my camera on right now, I would, but as I stated earlier, technical difficulties. It's not as vibrant as like the chili red 9s, right? Nah, come on, Perp. Come on, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that, bro.
I saw you, Perp.
Don't do me like that, bro. Come on.
I saw you, Perp.
I'm saying, like, but it's not. These Ferrari 14s, like, at least in the pictures, they you can see that red from a mile away with the way they look versus now the chili red 9s. Part of that, it's got patent leather on it, so that so they definitely will stand out when you wear those.
Look at Jay. So let me comment on that, because I've heard people also mention, we're talking about reds and blues, and I think for obvious reasons, those colors alone, kind of, depending on where you live at, those colors alone aren't going to vibe. It's just in certain areas. I've heard people tell me now that the reason why they don't like the Air Jordan 4 SB navies is because you have blue and red on the same shoe.
Yeah,
I'm talking about for other purposes, Jay.
Yeah,
the nefarious purposes.
West Coast, yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? So they're like, that shoe's out of the picture because you got blue and red on the same shoe. You remember the Awake the airship, the Awakes, the New York pair, right? Wasn't it?
Yes.
You know what I mean? So for color purposes alone, people are like, yeah, I'm good. No matter what the materials, quality, build, none of that matters now. It's you know what I mean?
You know, the crazy thing is, man, like, you know, you got to know your surroundings. You got to know your whereabouts. The West Coast, that is on that side of the house, that is their culture. You understand what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know, down here, man, it's like, it's not the same, bro.
Mm-mm.
Right? It's just not the same. Things have changed over time. It's not even about that. It's like, listen, man, this is how we get down. It don't matter. Rock what you like. And the crazy thing is, man, listen, I'm a grown ass man. Just like Tyree said, red has been always my favorite color, but I couldn't wear it in my neighborhood. But I'm a grown ass man, and I'm gonna wear whatever I want to wear. So with that being said, man, listen, rock what you like. Be yourself. Just gonna keep it a bean with y'all, man. Shout out to everybody out there. No disrespect, but again, man, rock what you like.
Look, rock what you like only in West Hollywood. That's the only place where you can get away with that, Red.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything outside West Hollywood, forget about it. No your surroundings.
Perp, I'm actually glad you said that because man, I don't remember it. No, it wasn't this year. It had to have been last year. But last year, I did a quick little 3-day job with one of my boys. His name is Rusty. He got a logistics company, and it's kind of cool. He's been doing this for the past couple of years, like decade plus. But every year they have like what's called an audio fest, right? So just like how you have, you know, Sneaker Con and Comic Con, they have audio fest for like speakers, like audio, and
For like cars or just
all cars, movie theater, stadium, home theater
shit.
setups, you name it. Like, and I'm talking about we've moved $500,000 speakers. Like people would pay $500,000 for a pair of speakers for their home theater setup, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how big that audio market. It's actually insane. Well, this one was out in Cali, and my boy Rusty, he's a sneakerhead too. So he's like, "Yo, D, what you bringing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm bringing my go-tos, man. I'm bringing my. Nah, I ain't bringing those." And then I started looking around, like straight up. I started looking around, and I was like, "Dang." You know, I ended up bringing the Jordan 1 green joints.
The green glow?
Green?
Not even the green glow. What's
talking
the
about
the other green?
With the greenback? The greenbacks
so
from the
I ended up
Celtics
just going
joints?
green. You see what I'm saying? But literally, I was looking around and like, no lie, I was like, oh, I'm going to bring bread this. And I was like, no, I'm not bringing the breads. You know what I'm saying? Like I even did it. Like I literally even did it because we were in LA. Like flat out, we were in LA, and I was like, yeah, I ain't bringing my UNC toe ones. Love those. I wear them all the time. I wear my Obsidians all the time. I was like,
those on the Fearless, your favorite go-tos.
Yep. Like I said, I even looked at that and I was like, I ain't bringing that neither.
We got 7 minutes to the top of the hour. Nike SB Dunk Low Pale Ivories and the women's Air Jordan 1 Rubies dropping today at 10 o'clock on the Sneakers app. Slim pickings when it comes to the stock numbers, around 7,000 pairs of the Pale Ivories and a little over 6,000 pairs of those Air Jordan 1 Rubies.
Chad, did we have anybody hit on the Kobe Dodgers yesterday?
That's right. The Dodger equipment that dropped.
There's a lot of W's that went out yesterday.
Yep.
Well, people weren't going for the sneaker; they were going for the equipment. Of course, you know I had to get those batting gloves. So.
Oh, you got them. You got them. Okay.
You got the gloves.
Fire.
Congrats.
Fire. Okay.
You know, Jay knows I'm a baseball guy. I've been playing baseball since I was 6 years old. So.
That's true.
What did you hit on? I'm just curious.
He said, "What did you hit on, Perk?"
Oh, the
gloves.
gloves.
The gloves.
I got the gloves and I got the shoes on deck or whatever. I didn't hit via a raffle via the sneakers, but via hookup. So
Yeah. Okay, cool.
maybe I
cool.
tried to pick those up today.
Miles says
Retail is retail.
Miles said, "Yeah, I had to be careful wearing my White Sox hat." And y'all remember somebody made a TikTok video about all the different sports hats that you could wear and could not wear depending on where you were in Southern California.
Yeah, he got
Delta
several
just said that.
videos about him.
You got
Look at the
several
7-minute 53. Well,
Yeah,
7:53. Delta
It
is
was
talking about that.
crazy. In Cali, the shoes don't matter. It's more the hats you wear on baseball teams. Yep. I lived in LA and moved to Chicago. Had no problem with what shoes I wear, but wearing them hats in certain areas with baseball teams, not a good look.
Shout out to you, Delta. Shout out to you, bro.
And I will say this, because I have several with my LA upside down. You can't do that in certain parts of LA. It's too many old school bangers out there. That's a big sign of disrespect, FYI.
Yes, wow.
Hate to lose said I hit in store and sneakers app. I guess he's talking about the Kobe stuff.
Kobe's. Joe, what
Shout
up,
out
man?
to you, hate to lose. Yeah.
He said I would never wear those shoes. I just tried to see if I would hit.
For me,
Maybe that's why he
I hit
canceled
on
it.
Undefeated, and I never won one raffle on Undefeated. So shout out to Undefeated, man. I put in like 8 raffles, bro, and only Undefeated said, "Welcome to the team."
I ain't never hit on Undefeated yet, bro.
I put in 8 raffles and I got 8 L's. The only thing I hit on the gloves on the sneakers app, but
Was it EQL?
yeah,
Yeah, it was EQL.
Man, we gotta get that shirt going, Perp. Let EQ take this L.
no, seriously, good. You getting them out for free.
Yeah, we gotta get that joint going because
Mm-hmm.
it's mainly nothing but L's when using that EQL system. Well, I can't say it's nothing but L's, but Undefeated, I've had nothing but
What was
L's
the
from
stock?
Undefeated.
I dropped them in the chat if somebody wants to pull that up real quick.
On the Dodgers.
Yeah, 43,000, I think it was. I can't remember. I don't have it in front of me.
Let's see. You dropped the Rare Air. Okay, Kobe 6 Dodgers. It doesn't show a total.
It was 43,000.
It was 43,000. Yeah, it looks like it's probably the number.
But just like you said, Perp, this is a release that they actually had a little bit more readily available pairs for this particular release, which I was very shocked to hear about.
Well, size 11 had the most amount of pairs with 7,000 that dropped on the sneakers app.
Yep.
Yeah, size. So the next largest stock amount was size 12. So size 11, they dropped 7,044 pairs, and size 12, which was the next largest stock, was 4,995 pairs.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. 10 and a half, actually. My apologies. 10 and a half at 5,742. So size 11, 10 and a half, and then size 12 were the largest stock that they dropped in the Dodgers.
Yeah. I got lucky with mine. I got lucky, man. So
Congratulations on that W, by the way.
appreciate it, bro.
Yeah,
That was
congrats,
luck,
Yeah.
man.
Dang. Sometimes rather be lucky than good, right?
Hey, y'all know I'm an avid Kobe chaser. I'm an avid Kobe fan. So I wanted that kick in my collect. I needed that one.
Shout out for JZAM for the 5 gifted memberships.
Facts.
Salute.
Facts. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
You, Jay.
100.
Let's see. I slept on Dodgers. I'm gonna regret it later down the road. I mean, listen, there's always something gonna drop that you're gonna be like, you know what? Probably won't forget about the Dodgers at that point.
But honestly, look at the resale. The resale, honestly, on this kick is not bad at all. I'm not saying you need to pay resale for this particular kick, but what I'm saying is, like, for typical Kobe's, surprisingly, man, it was like when we looked it up, it was like 260 something.
Yeah, 260, 270 something, which is not bad. And
Has
traditionally,
Kobe's
has not always been the case.
Have the Kobe's lost their luster as far as resale is concerned?
Look,
No, I just think overall the sneaker enthusiast, the sneaker niche is absolutely a dying niche.
I will definitely say this: attaching it to a Dodgers brand logo was the instant sellout that they needed for this particular Kobe 6. And when I tell you it was an instant sellout, it was an instant sellout across multiple raffles, across the sneakers app, you name it, right? And there are a lot of diehard Dodgers fans out there, like your boy. I've been playing baseball since I was 6, and Jay now knows that it's fully documented. I've been a Dodgers fan since I was 8 years old because of Daryl Strawberry. So
Daryl Strawberry.
for me, this was
Damn.
a no.
I ain't heard that name in a minute.
Well, that's how long I've been playing baseball. So
Damn, Daryl Strawberry.
Mhm.
I still remember to this day all the controversy about him that they was talking about on ESPN. We talking about the Stuart Scott days, bro. When he was talking about my man Daryl Strawberry. Now he went, I mean, if I'm correct, he went from Dodgers to Yankees or Yankees to Dodgers. It was Dodgers to Yankees. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now, how'd you feel about that when he left?
I didn't really care because I was just such a huge Daryl Strawberry guy. I mean, when you look at his record, he was oh my, what he did for the game, what he did for the sport of baseball was just in parallel, just it never been done before.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people do, much to your point where your kicks, a lot of people remember him for, that kind of smudge on his career. But before that, he did some amazing things. And even when he went to the Dodgers, he did some amazing. I'm sorry, the Yankees, he did some amazing things.
They did.
A perp met him a few times as a kid. Him and Dwight Gooden.
Oh my gosh, man.
Hey, real quick, it's 10:01. 10:01, guys.
10:01.
If you're going for anything today on the Seekers app, Pale Ivory SBs, Ruby Jordan 1 highs dropping there for the ladies. Let us know.
Yep.
Hey, shout out to John. Shout out to John. He said, got lucky at House of Hoops, Ohio. LeBron fan here, but always salute to Kobe. Hey, Ohio, you ain't gonna like this. Kobe over LeBron, bro. But much respect to you, man. Much respect.
Yo, I hate to lose. Hate to lose just sent me this. Somebody on Twitter posted that. Let me get out the way.
Damn.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
How gorgeous is that?
Got him. L.
My God. My
goodness. Dwayne
John,
Saunders, it's good.
Yeah, John, I think the Dodgers gonna go up over time, bro. I agree with that. I feel like it will, but the way the sneaker game is right now, we know right now it's a sloth walk. It's a sloth walk.
I wish I could highlight my man comment right now. Dwayne Saunders said, "Good morning, Mr. Think I'm Possible. J Elevate Purple Haze, where your kicks 26. I'd like to send a big pause. Shout out to you guys for your contribution to the social media. You guys are the truth. Hey, big shouts to you, Dwayne Saunders, for being a part of the stream, man. We appreciate people like you and showing the love that you do. For real. This motivates us. It motivates us for real. Hell yeah. A lot of love.
What's up, Jeffrey?
Appreciate you.
Yo,
Appreciate
Jeff,
you, bro. Yep.
All right, so we're about to enter halfway through the year, right? June's almost here. June's right around the corner, okay? As of now, in the past 5 months, I guess individually, what have you guys just noticed overall? In terms of just the community itself, how you feel sneakers are going, just what is it you guys are seeing as individuals? What do you guys notice? Whoever wants to take that first, pause.
We gotta pause everything now.
Hey, you never know. Hey, the last thing you want to do is get caught out here lacking.
Well, Jay, you're the latest, so you go first.
We have noticed that the trend for people copping kicks has absolutely starting to take a toll, which means going down yonder, which is not necessarily a bad thing because we've seen a lot of kicks that fire kicks that's going for under retail. We're seeing a lot of people being really, really picky in terms of what they cop. I do feel like Nike has improved when it comes to their quality. Um, and when I say quality, I'm talking about the materials. But at the same time, I do feel like the luster overall is dying out. And part of the reason is because everybody wants to be a reseller, right? So everybody who's doing the same thing, it's definitely getting to a point where it's kind of like, where's the enjoyment at? And I do feel like when you have too much of anything and abundance of something, at some point, people going to start turning to something else. Pricing going up. There's so many different things that I feel like what's going on that's absolutely wrong. But at the same time, man, I love being a sneakerhead, and I will always be a sneakerhead. So we're here for everybody out there, whether you're an old head or you're new to the game. And you know what? And Mr. Thing said it perfectly. If you are a brand new sneakerhead, 2025 is the perfect time for you to absolutely go crazy when it comes to building your collect because of all of the heat that is being released and how widely open and no pause on this that everybody can just jump in that hole, in that vault hole.
Damn.
And just grab all that work.
Damn.
So with that being said, man, this is that time.
Well, I don't know about grabbing holes, but I will definitely say that 2024 we saw a catchphrase coined that a lot of people were using was reselling is dead. We've all heard it. It's been on everyone's lips. Pause. It's been on everyone's platform. 2025 so far, we've seen a severe reemergence of reselling.
Yes,
right?
I would say so.
There have been a lot.
That's a good take.
Yeah, I mean, there have been a lot of mitigating factors, obviously, with either a spike in stock or maybe a dip in price. And I'll use the Rare Air 3s, for example, right? Before they even dropped, they were under retail, right? But 3 months prior to that, you had resellers selling them for $300 a pop, right? It didn't stop at all, right? But then we saw the take a dip, and then it began to barrel out. But what we're seeing is also these resellers becoming smarter. They're getting pairs earlier, and they're pushing them out even more aggressively because they're doing it as a way to curtail in case the sneaker dips a month before release, right? So they're evolving in the way that their methodology is with the way that they're pushing these sneakers out now. Because look at what we and we've all talked about this. Look at the Union ones, right? Look at the brick by bricks, right? Those things were going for $1,500 on a retail day.
That's right.
That's crazy.
Absolutely right.
You know what I mean? So we're seeing this, and this is just Q2 right now. We still got Q3 and Q4 to get through. The capstone is off for the year. So what is that really going to look like? More importantly, with all the changes that are coming up on the Nike side of the house, that people, the average consumer, are really going to start seeing at the, say, February, March timeframe of next year, it's really about to change the dynamic of even that. So 24 didn't look like 25, and 25 damn sure not going to look like 26.
Mr. Thank.
Yeah, you guys summed it up actually very well. Me personally, I still like to I do the same thing with cars, right? Like whenever I'm out and about, no matter where I'm at, the first thing I kind of glance at with people is, their footing, their footwear, So whenever I see something on foot, even to a stranger walking by, I'll be like, I see you. I see you with those 11s. I see you with those 4s. The ones is looking crispy, So that's my way of still showing love to something that I like and passionate about. And you know what I mean? I do that with people with cars. Hey man, that Benz is dope, and so that's my way of keeping it alive, if that makes sense. Other than that, everything you said is like spot on. I love Perp's take on what he said about the resellers because like it happened with the literally with everything. The flu games were going for well above retail, and then they said, hey, these resellers are starting out high and then dropping. The SB Navies, they were super expensive, and I mean, you name it, like everything. It's a smart play. It's a very smart play. I remember at one point, people were saying that the resellers were the ones killing the game, and then Nike turned around and want to release 1 million pairs of everything to flood the market. And then it's weird, man, because like people can't make up their mind what they want. You know what I mean? It's like we sit here and beg for a kick. We need some black cement threes. And then when they give us a plethora of black cement threes, and we're like, it's whack because there's too many of them. It's a brick. You know what I mean? And I would submit to you that this could become a brick if they give us 1 million pairs of them. Give us 1 million pairs of these, and those would be bricks now. Nobody will want them.
On those, by the way, right now has actually gone through the roof. Which is
correct. Correct. Give us 1 million pairs, Perp, and people would change their mind.
Absolutely. We saw the military blues. They nailed the military blues to the cross, right? And that was one of the most anticipated 4s of the time. And those 2 months leading up to the release, all of a sudden it's a brick. When they saw all the pairs that had dropped, all of a sudden it's this, all of a sudden it's that, all of a sudden it's got all these problems now. So Hypebeast consume a lot of those trends as we see for these upcoming releases, and they can either store them or tank them back in.
Yeah. Hey, Mike Smooth, he said sneakers will sit more now. Hey, fam, I agree, Mike. 100%.
I would say the thing that I notice the most at this point now is that under it all, I feel as though that people are not necessarily as heartbroken by L's as they once were. And I think that has to do with the amount of grailed sneakers that they've been coming out with and the opportunities basically to quickly get over an L because the following week you're able to come up on a pretty respectable W. I can remember a good 2 years ago when some of these shoes would drop, people would take L's, and you would see nonstop complaints for a good 2 to 3 weeks before people geared up for something new to come out that a lot of the community was wanting. And then you'd see the cycle all over again as far as those who took L's and those who got W's, right? But now, due to the fact that, you have an opportunity as something really nice for the collection the following week, it's like, okay, I'm all right. I'll be okay. Because next week, guess what? I got something coming out that'll basically erase the pain of this L I just took. So I don't necessarily see as much complaining about the L's anymore as I once did.
And Jay says it all the time on his channel. What do you call it, Jay? Sneaker ventilator?
Oh, yeah. People need a sneaker ventilator.
You need a breather. And Lewis, to your point, sometimes you don't even got to wait a week. It can be the same day. What day did they drop 2 sneakers on? Was it the
They
Jordan 1 UNC or
the Tokyo, not the Tokyo, the Korea threes
The
and
threes.
I
The
think the
UNC
Mellow
ones?
12s dropped
Oh,
on
Mellow
the
12s.
same day.
They
That's
did
what
it
was.
yesterday. They dropped the Kobe's and they dropped the Rare Air 3s yesterday.
The Rare Air
Correct.
threes. So you don't even gotta wait a
They
week.
said, "Hey,
Same
guess
day.
what? You gonna get a dub with something." You know,
Right.
it may not initially be the dub you really want, but hey,
But yeah,
you
don't
got
gotta
something,
wait.
right? Like what my man Denzel say in that clip. I'm
I'm
coming away
leaving
with
here with
something. I'm leaving here with something. I'm leaving here with something.
Something.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm leaving here with something. But yeah, and the other thing I've noticed is that, and we've talked about this before, when it comes to genuine content surrounding sneakers and fashion, there really is not anything new that someone can really do out here. It is they're all fighting to try to drop some type of viral content, and it's really not hitting home, because in actuality now you're seeing those who can maintain followings basically off of their genuineness, in a sense. If you recall, a couple years ago, a lot of it was, what goofy thing can you put in your video to try to make this go viral and have a lot of people trying to, latch onto your platform like that. Now, it's like you've seen everything done under the sun. So now it's more so, if you do watch sneaker content, which we've talked about has gone down as far as viewership is concerned, even on the larger platform channels, like the average viewership is down a few percentage points, due to various reasons, right? We can all talk about what those reasons are, but for content purposes, it's now more so, okay, look, don't try to oversell me on these things. Don't try to hype them up and make it seem like if I don't cop these shoes, like I'm truly missing out on something, due to the fact that, hey, there's a bunch of releases coming up. That we're going to be able to get, especially, and when you really think about it, the GR shoes that they're dropping this year, you could actually make an argument that in the grand scheme of being a sneakerhead, they're a little more valuable to the collection than some of these one-off collabs that are coming up this year. Especially if back in the day when the shoe released, you didn't have an opportunity to cop them.
Let me ask someone a question real quick. On the panel, who on here has the brick by brick?
I have them.
I got them.
I got them.
Mr. Think, you have them as well, correct? There you go. Get there.
Well,
Congratulations.
Jones is blending in up there. Shoot.
$800 for a size 12.
Facts. That just like the Pine Green SB4s.
I think
one
these
point
are going to eclipse the Pine Green 4s.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely. With
Now-
100%.
Now we'll have to go and see what the peak pricing was on the Pine Green SB4s. But I do recall seeing prices as high, and we're talking about amongst the money sizes, right? Your size 11s through 13s,
Plus,
basically.
yeah.
I remember seeing prices as high as $850.
I mean, when did the brick by brick drop? It dropped in March, right?
Correct.
I mean, and look at it. We're already for a size 12 at 806. So again, it's trending. It's trending to eclipse at a very
Well, it's outpacing it for sure. It's outpacing the Pine Green SB4s in terms of resale prices.
All I need for it is to hit $1 above the trending for the SB4 Pine Greens. That's all I need, and then that'll take care of that forecast.
Yeah, well, if you recall, the Pine Green SB4s took, I would say, a good year and some change to eclipse 600, the mid 600s in the 7. Because what year did they release? 2023, correct?
3, correct.
Yeah, so I would say, so you figure
23.
a year or some change later in the mid 600s to 700s, and then peaking at 8. They didn't rise as fast as these.
Stillface Gold Teeth said the bricks have already passed the pines in price.
Oh, there you go. See?
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's crazy too, because that was a retail dub for both of my SBs on the sneakers app of all places. Crazy.
Man, look.
Congrats. I hate retail too, Perp.
Yes,
for my
sir.
bricks.
Yeah, y'all did. Yes, y'all did.
Bricks.
Y'all
No,
did
my
hit
SB4s
retail.
I get retail for on sneakers app. Bricks.
Which one y'all? Which one of y'all's
okay.
had them on feet?
I hit retail on the navies. Obviously y'all know my Pine Green story.
Yeah.
Hey, look, that's an origin story at this point.
Hey.
The only ones that are dead stock are my navies. I still haven't touched those yet, but everything else is.
Oh, so you worn your brick by bricks already?
Oh, absolutely.
I haven't had them on feet yet. I mean, there's a few shoes I haven't had on feet yet. So
Yeah. The only ones that are dead stock that are my pickups for this year are my metallics, my SB4s, my OG85s, and something else that are dead stock. Outside of that, I've touched everything else.
all right, so you got the two pairs of shoes right next to each other: the Korea 3s or Souls 3s, and the Rare Airs.
Mhm.
If you had to go 1-2, how you gonna arrange them?
We don't even have to do 1-2. I'll tell you now. The Soul 2.0s is the Jordan 3 of the year so far.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh, so you knocked the Rare Air out, right off the ball.
You knocked the Rare, yeah.
Hot
I
take.
mean, listen, but we seen the Soul 3s before. All they did was give us the same shoe and said, "Yeah, let's yellow out this midsole real quick."
No, sir.
The materials are nice.
It's
The
different.
material- It's
The
different.
materials are nice.
It's
Okay.
it's a different kick. It ain't the same.
It's a different one altogether, and Jay's had them in hand. Pause.
I did a video on them.
Yeah.
It's not the
completely
same
different shoe.
kick.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm picking the Rare Airs over the Soul.
The only thing I would say those Souls have over the Rare Airs is definitely leather material, because that leather material on the Rare Airs reminds me, unfortunately, of the Green Glow 3s.
You better leave those green glows alone.
I mean, listen, I like.
Hey, Green Glow catches strays. Catches
The
strays.
thing is we gotta go to the original, because the Black Cement 3s came out afterwards.
Oh.
And to this day, listen, as much as I like those Green Glow 3s, to this day, the Green Glow 3s, in my opinion, are why the Black Cement 3s didn't do as well as they should have.
I was trying to see if I had mine out so I can show you the one smooth and one tumbled.
I will definitely say this, right? The Soul 2.0s are the sneaker sleeper for Jordan 3s of the year, because in hand, it does not look like the marketing videos. It doesn't look like the videos you see on social media. In hand,
We
so much better.
But we gotta wait though, Perk, because we still got Soulfly 3s on the way this year too.
But that's why I said so far. That's why I said so far.
Yeah,
I haven't capstoned it as Jordan 3 of the year. I'm just saying for right now, it is absolutely unequivocally undefeated as the Jordan 3 of the year. For right now. Because listen, for that price point, it was $200. You sound crazy. Listen, you got premium leather, a premium build. It's almost like Amma and the Balvin 3s had a baby, and that baby came out on steroids, and that steroid laced
in Korea.
In Korea, of course.
But don't forget about this. The elephant print definitely reminds you of what an elephant really is. You know, elephants have a little hair to them.
Well,
So
it's dope.
you,
It's got the little gold in there too,
you
right?
cannot forget that aspect. So
And there's a breakdown of even the colors. Listen, it has a rich story. It has premium packaging, right? I mean, the packaging,
Packaging is dope.
packaging is crazy. Even the box.
But would you? But hold on a second. Would you put the Soul 3 packaging over the Rare Air packaging?
Hell yeah. What? Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The box.
I'm just saying because the Rare Air packaging is nostalgic with the Jordan face print on there. We haven't seen that in a long time.
But listen, you're kind of doing apples and oranges when you think about. I see where you're going.
Okay.
But it's apples and oranges because you're thinking about something that's nostalgia from a retro
Correct.
perspective versus
Correct.
something we've never gotten before with it.
Yeah, I get that. Okay.
Yeah, but I understand where you're going with it. Absolutely, and yes, that box, the Jordan face on it. Yeah, I mean it's a classic, right?
but don't forget,
Hey, Perp.
don't forget about the bottom of the box, the cement vibe where you can feel the edges where it absolutely has textured is what I'm really looking for, is a textured box.
The only thing I hate is the only thing I hate about this not being a perfect sneaker from the boxing, from the shoe itself. They didn't give you any extra laces, did they?
No,
I can't remember. Yeah,
nope.
That's
no
the
extra
only,
laces with them joints.
That's the who cares? I mean, look at what else they gave you. I mean, that's the only asterisk what I would knock them on. Outside of that, that's a perfect sneaker from packaging all the way down. Perfect.
What was you gonna say, Mr. Think?
No. I was looking at the packaging of the Soul 3s. I see Perp's box right there, right above his bricks, and it reminded me of the bricks. The packaging, with the way that the bricks were packaged up,
Wrap, yeah.
wrapped, the way it was wrapped. Yeah.
But Mr. Think, even the box itself, and I was telling Jay about this. So it comes in because I hit on sneakers. So sneakers, they send you that Nike box, and then you take it out, and even the box is gift wrapped. So then you have to unwrap the box before you even get to opening the box. Man,
Right.
the presentation, chef's kiss,
Right.
and where your kicks quote.
I would say, you know what? Maybe that's a topic we add this year when we do our end of year top 10 is best sneaker packaging, because not for nothing, when you think about a lot of the drops we've gotten, they have given us some fire boxes that they've put some of these kicks in for real.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why I actually go over that, like in my videos, and I get it. People are like, I don't give a damn, I don't wear a box. I'm like, yeah, me neither. But if I'm going to pay a little bit more for a sneaker, then as a consumer, like, give me the little extras. Jay mentions a shoe tree all the time. Give me that shoe tree. Give me some extra laces. Give me that packaging. Give me some nice tissue paper. I know I don't wear, none of that stuff, but you know what I mean? Like, show me that you put a little bit extra into it.
The presentation, right?
The presentation, and this is why you're paying just a little bit more. We pay more for collabs for that exact reason. It's a collaboration. It's a little bit more limited. It's gonna have some packaging. So make me feel good. That's all I'm saying.
Would make me feel good. Pause.
Make me feel great.
$200 flat. For
that's
everything
crazy.
you got with this sneaker.
Yep.
But meanwhile, we have sneakers out there that are $220, $230 that give us a fraction of what we got with this for $200.
Yeah.
Biggest sleeper of the year for Jordan 3.
Tyler,
Hold up.
correct. Give me
Sticker
sneakers. Give me stickers.
Hold on, you can get some
Appreciate
stickers
it.
if you buy the
Hang
GSs. You buy the GS pair, they give you stickers in there.
Yeah.
They give
Give
you
us a
them
hang-
Jordan Jumpman stickers in there.
Yeah.
Nah, but for real, like, yeah, I mean, you got a point. You do. You got that hang tag, and that hang tag ain't light neither.
No.
That hang tag is heavy.
It's not. You give me a hang tag.
You got the white pair too, right? That's got the hang tag on it. The women's white and gold pair came with a pretty hefty hang tag too, with the gum bottoms.
Yep. Let me get
Yep.
it.
Yep, those.
That's premium leather too that they use on.
Oh,
that.
bro,
Yeah.
that leather is freaking nice on there.
Buttery. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's turned around, but yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that ain't light plastic neither. Yeah.
Oh, wait,
that's-
those came in extended sizes or no? I can't
yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, they did.
Oh, yeah.
remember.
They
Okay.
did.
Oh yeah, they did.
They did.
I'm a sucker for a gum bottom. I'm sorry. That gum bottom is so clean. I love it on
Yeah,
my
it is.
SBs, on my SB dunks. I love them on Jordan 1s. Oh, man, which we rarely get them nowadays on Jordan 1s.
What y'all think about people rock? How do y'all feel about people rocking the hang tags on like their
Jay.
4s and 3s and 5s?
I'll rock my hang tags on my kicks.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
I only do it when I don't have a lot of walking to do for that purpose of it just flapping all over the place.
Perp. Yeah,
Gotta
me
go.
neither. I don't rock the hang tags like that.
Except
it's funny
for
though
on
because
Perps, Foamies, is Galaxies.
the flight tag.
See, that's different. That's different, but we'll count that. So
I mean,
yeah,
that's yeah.
That's a
No,
hang
no,
tag.
no. I look.
That's a
pause,
hang
when I touch mine,
Ain't
once
no
I-
to it.
Perp-
That's a hang
Uh, if y'all can see me right now, I'm doing Jay's the head bob. The Stevie Wonder bob right
Hey.
now. Like, yeah.
Hey Lewis, because I wanted to show you my
Yup.
tumble since you mentioned green glows.
See that's a
Now-
soft leather that they used on them joints.
Mhm.
Real soft leather.
There it goes. You see it?
Look how flat.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. But people,
Yeah, look at that.
but listen, flat leather don't mean it's cheap, y'all.
That's true.
That does not mean it's cheap.
No, you're right.
It does not
You're right.
mean it's cheap leather.
Everyone's
John
been
said,
saying,
I still
hey,
rock
Perp,
mine.
you right,
See?
Jay. Hey, Perp, everyone's been getting on these navies. Not the navies, the white
Hey,
cements.
Yep.
Saying how
Did,
cheap they
uh,
are. They're cheap, cheap, cheap.
yeah, because the leather's
Right.
hard on there, right? But see, to me, the leather on them is like the military blue fours, but it is slightly thicker. It is slightly thicker leather. The thing is, and we've had this conversation before, right? And shout out to everybody in the chat who's been rocking with us. It's 1031. Appreciate y'all being a part of the One Pair at a Time podcast channel here on YouTube. But
Yes.
the thing is like we need to have a serious conversation about leather. And we talk about this before, but your thicker leathers, right, are actually the better leathers to have, especially when you're talking about having your kicks being durable. Okay. If you're someone who's going to rock your shoes a lot, having a thicker leather is going to preserve the shoes because it can take on more, basically. You know what I mean? If that leather's super soft, like think of some of the super soft leathers on like a Jordan 1. After you wear them for a while, that toe box got like a little mountain peak in them. Not unless you're wearing like some type of crease protectors or something like that.
And so go ahead, Mr. Think.
No, I was gonna say this real quick. What you're saying makes perfect sense. What is leather? Leather is skin, right? So if you take
Correct.
a look at our skin, and we have multiple layers of skin, right? But if you take a look at our skin, if you keep it moist and conditioned and nice and soft, right? It can tear and rip easily. And then take a look at an alligator or a crocodile. Take a look at a thicker skin. Which one you think is going to be more durable? Human skin or crocodile skin? You know what I mean? Like it makes sense. But
Tear it up.
But to everyone's point, people do like a nice, soft, moist.
Damn, look at his eyes, bro. Look at his eyes.
Whoa.
Bro,
Whoa.
if you need a minute. Hey, have yourself a nice towel over there for your minute, sir.
Whoa.
You don't want none of that on your kicks, bro. Watch. You gonna get that substance on there and call it custom.
Hey, Dylan got kicked, said the leather on the Lucky 3s is pretty much ass. And he said the leather on a Cortez Air Max 95 is A1. So nice. And I just want to tell y'all this right now, man. If you guys have not subscribed to all 4 of our channels, right, to include, our podcast right here, One Pair at a Time, listen, go ahead and do so. Give us a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to us,
Yes.
because I'm telling you right now, we get loud, we get wild, and we just have a great time over here.
Hit
in
that
Kick
like
Bike.
button.
You
And
say
you know
back,
what?
we say bike.
Shout out to Dylan got kicks for bringing this up, because I did see images yesterday of the Air Max 95 SBs. Have you guys come across those images yet?
I've seen them.
I wish I had the ability to share right now your thoughts on them, because I looked at them and said it just looks like an Air Max 95 to me, and they just throwing the word SB at them. How did y'all feel about them?
I haven't seen them yet.
It looks fine to me. I don't listen.
Okay, so let me give you some context here. When they said they were coming out with the SB4s, right? What did they say they did? They said they made it so your foot actually sits lower. They added padding. They changed up the shape a little bit. They actually reconstructed them to where they would be more performance-like, right? Based on what you saw from them Air Maxes, did you see any change in shape? I would say no. Did you see that they've maybe the comfort is a different fit? Yes, there's a video of Eric Costin. Correct. That's exactly what I'm talking about. They showed images of Eric Costin in them, skating in them.
So 2 things. I try not to get to jump the gun, right? I know about this kick. I understand. But we can talk about a kick all day unless the pictures and the video really does it justice. This is a kick that we're going to have to grab in hand and really see. We can talk about comfort. We can talk about shape. We can talk all about that. But guess what? Until you get your foot, that big toe, into it, you will not really truly understand. And that's just for everybody. So for me, the kick is cool. It's cool. But, if you go for it, you got to get it in hand. You got to put it on to really feel the changes. Same thing with the reimagined bread, bro. Same thing with the reimagined breads. You had to put your foot in it to really see the difference, right? To really feel the difference. So for me, I need to have it in hand, and I got to put my big toe in it before I can go crazy over a kick like this, for me personally. And I like 95.
Mr. Think I just dropped it in our chat.
Yeah. Let me peep. Let me see.
So, that's a kick you gotta have in hand. That's not one to easily say it's gonna be that real deal. That's just me.
Okay.
So
again, just saying, so far from what I visually see, there's not anything necessarily different from these than a normal Air Max 95. So,
hey, Perp, you're an Air Max guy. What's your take on that?
Yeah, but not a 95, 97. Like, I'm an Air Max 1. I like the Tinker 3s, Air Max 90. But yeah, listen, anything that's an SB collab is always just going to sell out like gangbusters. However, I don't know if I would have done a collab with the Air Max 95, because from a skateboarding perspective, it's a performance sneaker.
correct.
Even though most people wear them casually. I don't know where you would even be able to, unless you did a complete redesign of the Air Max 95. Where's the extra padding? I mean, I'm sure they're going to have certain components of it are going to be tearaway, obviously, would have to be, right? But
maybe.
Yeah, I don't know as far as like the padding on the ankle collar and, what SB's signature are, especially for the dunks. The only time I did not see them do any single modifications for an SB collab is when they did the LA to Chicago Jordan 1. They didn't touch it. It's literally
but
Jordan 1.
but to your point, a lot of skaters said they liked to skate in Jordan 1s
Yeah, because it's
as
a
they were
soft
currently,
toe.
yeah, correct, as they were currently constructed. So
Yep.
more than likely, that's why they didn't do nothing to them.
Yeah, but I mean, I understand that aspect of it, but you would have thought they would have added some additional padding around the ankle collar itself, right, to give you that structured support, like they've done in the past with certain collabs. But they didn't. They just gave you a regular Jordan 1 and slapped the SB on it.
So here's the thing, fellas, and let me say this because I'm looking at Dylan. He said, "Hey, man, I skate, and I could definitely not skate in some 95s."
See,
So the
exactly.
question, the question I have is like, with this 95, like, and listen, to me, the colorway, it's all right. Like I said, for me, it's cool. It's not like I'm not saying it's something I wouldn't cop, but when I look at that 95, right, it's cool, but I gotta again put my foot in it. Now they could have hit and took the midsole, lower it, make it more closer to the ground. But the real question is the outsole. So when we talk about a 95, when you really think about it, it's really the outsole of a 95 that really makes it what it is. So how would that outsole really look, and how would that feel to brain connected to feet to board? So when people think about skateboarding, biking, skating, it's all about how the brain is going to take that information from foot to board. How will it be able to apply with that outsole? That, to me, that is the big question. That is the question, fellas.
Staleface said that they changed the outsole. Let me go back and look.
Okay, see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it does. It does look to have a gum bottom. It does look to have a gum bottom based on what I'm seeing here. Now that I'm looking closely, I mean, we gonna see what's up. We're gonna see what's up with them because Air Max 95s, I can tell you, they take a little bit to break in too. They're on the stiffer side. Pause.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a break-in period with them, so we'll see what's up with them. We'll see what's up. To me, I mean, again, when I think about what they did to the Jordan 4 SB, you know, they changed up the back tab. You know what I'm saying? They said that your foot sits lower in the shoe. They added more padding. They changed the shape. You know, there were distinctive things about it that made it okay to go ahead to try to use for skating, even though a lot of people didn't necessarily say they were all that great to skate in anyways. The other one that they're looking to debut this year that they talked about from 2024 is an Air Force One SB as well. Now I have yet to see those. I know months ago there were some pictures floating around of an all black Air Force One. It was like black and gray, and they were trying to dub those like the prototype SB Air Forces, but
Which came with 3 felonies and a warrant, by the way, attached to
it. Facts, right? Facts. But again, as the prototype, which they did with the SB, they had them skating around in an all black 4, kind of like a Black Cat 4, which is why there was speculation when they were talking about an all black 4 coming out and another SB 4 that it was going to be like the prototype they was going to try to release.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. We'll see what the science is behind the Air Max 95 SBs, like what they've done to them to make them skate worthy. And we'll see what's up, and we got a couple skaters that come up here in the chat. So hopefully you guys will be able to get your hands on them, skate in them, and give us some feedback as to what they really feel like to put on feet to try to skate in.
Yeah, because I heard Eric had a lot of advisory titles around this as they were designing the sneakers. So normally, I mean, he's a legend, right, in the skateboarding community. So we'll see. We'll see how it turns out.
So Jay Elevate had to go ahead and roll on out.
Yeah, and I got to get up out of here too, people. But hey, chat, man, it's been great for another Saturday rocking in with you guys, man. Hey, look, man, the energy that you guys always bring, the love and support, man, is always unparalleled. We appreciate you I salute you. So I'm gonna leave you guys in good hands with Mr. Thing Impossible and Wear Your Kicks. Otherwise than that, you guys have a great weekend, and we'll tap in next weekend.
Hey, yo,
Facts.
Perp, always good seeing you, brother. I'll
Always
give you a call
good.
later.
All right, for sure.
Yep.
You got to 11, Mr. Think, which is
no,
15 minutes.
no, I'm good. I actually have a few graduation parties to go to today. I'm not working today. I'm off. So
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, got a good another 15 minutes here.
yeah.
Hey, we
yeah.
appreciate the subscription. Dylan got kicks. We appreciate
Dylan,
it for
appreciate
real,
you.
man. Appreciate you
Hey.
being a part of it. Appreciate everybody being a part of it.
Hey, Dylan, do you have a YouTube channel? Dylan got kicks. I'm gonna try to see right now. Let me see.
Yeah, let us know. We'll definitely check you out. Look, as far as SBs go, we'll see what happens with them. Matter of fact, Mr. Think, you got them on your phone there. Can you hold your phone up to the camera and give the people a look there at those Air Max 95 SBs?
Yeah.
For us.
Let me pull it back up here.
Yeah.
All right, get my head out the way there.
There we go. Hold right. There we go. There you go, guys. We got a little visual there. Those are the ones that Eric Costin had on feet when he was skateboarding in them. That, you know. So we'll see what happens when they come out. But initial thoughts as far as the colorway and all that is concerned, let us know there in the chat how you feel about them. Let's see here. I don't go live normally up on Bulldogs For You stream every Friday. We do sneaker battles every single Friday. Y'all should pull up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me.
What time? What time? Air Max fly. Air Max to skating is weird. Yeah, it is. That is weird to have an Air Max to skate in. I mean, listen, they're trying to think outside the box. You know what I'm saying? Like they've gotten to the point where they feel as though they can't necessarily rely. 9:30 Eastern, appreciate it. Where they can't necessarily rely on just the SB Dunk alone. You know, and listen, I applaud them for thinking outside the box. I mean, trying to use some other iconic Nike silhouettes and seeing what they can do with them. If they can capture lightning in a bottle like they did with the fours. I would like for them to maybe do like an SB3. A Jordan 3 SB, I think would work well. Let me think here. What's another one possibly?
Let me. I honestly think a 3 would be nice, Lewis. But then again, I don't skate, so from a skater's perspective, I would love to hear what silhouette that they feel will give them good contact with the board and will be comfortable to skate in.
Well,
obviously a flat shoe. Right?
Yeah, flat shoe. I mean, to me, like the 3s aren't as bulky as the 4.
Right, so, and the 3 definitely isn't as bulky as a 2 because the 2s are pretty flat.
Well, 2s are bulky up top, but they have a lot of padding around the ankle area, which may be an advantage if you're a skater for protection purposes, right?
Right. I was literally just looking at this. So lots of padding on this.
Yeah, so there's a lot of padding around that ankle, that ankle area, keep you from the deck hitting you on some of them bones in there. I would like to see SB go back to being SB.
SB dunks.
I mean, I get it. I get it.
That's fair.
Jay said what did he do? He tapped back in again? Hold on a second.
No, that's fair.
Jay, if you listening, give me a second, bro. I gotta bring you up in here. I'm really gonna figure out why the heck it must be. I don't know why, but somehow it's like my account on the phone is somehow different than the account I have on my computer.
Yeah.
Jay, you there? There we go.
And it is connected to the same email too, right? Just to make sure. You might want to check that.
Yeah. It is. That it is. Yeah, see, now I'm up in here twice.
Yeah.
Whatever. whatever. I think a SB Jordan 8 collab would be dope, honestly. Jordan 8, man, a Jordan 8 though. See, a Jordan 8 is so much like a boot. You know, it's got a lot of boot qualities.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, like that midsole's not. Well, the 4 is not really that flexible either, I guess. So, what about like the interesting thing is, so when we think about a collab, we usually think of it, especially when it comes to SB, right? The thought is the functionality involved with the shoe. Now, how would you feel about an SB collab, but the functionality for skateboarding isn't necessarily there? It's more so for the optics.
Right,
and I'm mainly asking this to the people who do skate, right? Because and here's why I'm asking this question. I think it's a legitimate one. Because, Mr. Think, you've played basketball, Jay's played, I've played, but in essence, these Jordan sneakers we're picking up are basketball shoes. So with some of them, you would absolutely never step foot on the court in them because they're too nice looking. Like, would you go out and play basketball in some of your Ama Manier pairs? Me personally, absolutely not.
No,
absolutely not. You know. So to my skaters in the chat, how would you feel about an SB collaborative sneaker that Nike puts out there that isn't necessarily set up for skateboarding functionality? It's more so just the optics of it.
Right. Well, check this out. For optics, since you mentioned SB and then a collab, I wonder what a Travis Scott SB would do.
Well, technically, we got that before, right? We got a Travis Scott dunk, SB dunk before. That the one with the it's got like the plaid on it, the blue. It's like the dark blue and the plaid. We've gotten that before. And to your point, though, they ain't cheap. They ain't cheap if you want them.
All right, so I'm gonna make a reference, and you guys, you'll catch on. So you guys remember last year when we had the Air Jordan 1 Midnight Navies? Y'all recall that kick?
Air Jordan 1 Midnight. Yes, I have them.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Right. Outlet bound. Right. Okay. They had that vintage look that I said I like. Right. Okay.
Correct.
So this year we are getting an Air Jordan 1 Navy frag. Right.
Correct.
Okay, so go ahead and look at that kick and then look at that one from last year. So that frag will sell out because it has that frag logo, the name behind it. And with that being said, when we talk about optics, there's a lot of optics that goes on. When people look at something and they think of branding, branding is a psychology. It is a psychological thing where it makes people say, I gotta have it because it says frag for whatever weird reason. Same kick. Really no difference. Maybe they might upgrade the leather by one level up, which is really not that great. All right. And that kick will absolutely sell out. So what to say it is what I'm trying to say is, fellas, is yes. You put a Travis Scott name behind an SB, that is absolutely a SB. That is a double collab. People will lose their minds. Right? Let's just keep it a bean. Let's keep it honest. Okay, and so, having a kick because it has an SB name behind it. Yes, it's meant for skateboarding, but it's all about consumers and the psychological aspect of like, okay, I can't wear this. This is considered luxury to me, or this is considered something because of the name behind the kick. Let's just be honest.
Yeah,
Mm,
very fair take. Very fair take.
yeah. Well, yeah, man. John Parham, shout out to you, bro. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a safe weekend.
Much
Hey,
respect,
John.
John.
Oh
Much
Thanks for
yeah.
tapping in.
respect,
It's
bro.
always good seeing you, bro.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
yeah. Oh
Absolutely.
yeah.
Appreciate everybody in the chat. All of y'all, we appreciate y'all. Yes, sir.
Facts. Facts. Yeah. Next week we should definitely have these technical difficulties all edged out.
Yeah,
Pause.
it's all good.
Whoa,
So good.
whoa.
Tap that
No
thumbs up
edges.
on the way out. Appreciate y'all. Yo, like I said, I'm off of work today, man. I got me some graduation parties. You know, this is that graduation season.
Yeah, it is graduating season. Shout out to all the graduates out there.
Shout out to all the
Graduating out of
graduates.
college, out of high school,
Yeah.
going to
Even
high
if you're just moving
school.
on to the next grade, man. Congrats.
Preschool. Yeah.
Congrats on your
Shoot.
advancement. Yeah, man. Congrats to everybody, man. I might jump on the live later, man.
You might jump on later on.
Yeah, I might get
What
on the
you-
live. I need to
Yeah,
work on
clean
the
some
video.
more shoes.
I need to work on a video. I'm working on something right now, and it's gonna be called 12 differences between the Air Jordan 4 Navy and the military blue.
I love it.
12 differences. So for all the people that says, you know, it's the same shoe,
People
I'm gonna
really
point out-
still saying it's the same shoe.
I'm gonna point out 12 differences.
People really still trying to say it's the same shoe.
So, but anyway, that's what I'm working on. So hopefully I can get that video out maybe tomorrow, Sunday.
Hold up.
Put a little-
Hold up. It is the same shoe. It's blue. Hey, where you kickers got so upset, y'all? His blood pressure went up, y'all.
This guy. Jay, I hope the air in the front left tire of your car slowly leaks out.
Oh, man.
Oh,
The steer,
that's wrong.
not the stair tires.
Yeah, bro.
Slowly-
Dang.
slowly
You could have
leaks
said
out.
my air bubble or my kick. but
No,
you
I
didn't.
see. I ain't wish on no catastrophic blowout now.
Shout out
No.
to Sneaker Tyler Radio. He said I got a new video dropping after this live. If you guys
Oh,
want to
let's
check it out,
go.
everybody
Facts.
tap into Sneaker Tyler Radio. He got a video
Yes,
dropping.
let's
We will
go.
do it.
Facts.
We will do
Yes.
it.
Listen, but before I get going, chat, listen, honestly, bro, like for everybody out there, we appreciate y'all. Without my channel, without this situation, listen, you guys are the engine to us. For Ghost Watchers out there, man, like I've been peeping a lot of script, and a lot of y'all Ghost Watchers been watching for like months, and you have not given that thumbs up. You have not subscribed to the channel. So if the channel is that good and you keep coming back to watch, but you ain't subscribed, go ahead and do it right now. Let's stop playing games. This is free information, free entertainment, video editing, everything we do for y'all. Come on, Ghost Watchers. Ghost Watchers,
Facts.
stop. Go ahead and
Facts.
show love to everybody as we giving love back to y'all. But if not, I still love you. Listen,
Facts.
Hard fact.
if you want to maintain the wearability of your kicks, click on the Rejuvenator link below on my description. It is free to sign up during checkout. I will save you 10% off of all of your purchases. J_Elevate, and or you can go ahead and rock with my man YK26. Come on, y'all.
Hard
So,
facts.
WYK26.
Show some love. Hey Tyler, it's ironic that you actually mentioned that, and let me tell you why. I thought about going live, and while I'm on live, giving like a behind the scenes peek on how I actually film videos. I actually thought about doing that, so I think that's a really good idea. He said, Mr. Think, it would be dope if you made a video and went live. Let's go. I've thought about that. I thought about live streaming and giving y'all as a live, you know, like a behind the scenes peek of how I actually make videos. I was actually talking to somebody else on a different platform about, you know, making YouTube content, and that whoever this woman is, I think it's called like Elevate with Tate. I want to say that's her name. I just recently found her, kind of been chatting with her, and she was telling me, she was like, you should start scripting. She said, I really like your videos. You look into the camera and you're very articulate and you speak well, but you should start writing scripts. Because I was like, I freestyle. Like literally all of my content, I freestyle.
Same here, bro.
And then there are times when I go back and watch my video and I was like, man, I forgot to say how much these were retailing for. I forgot to say the date that they were dropping because, you know, I'm going off at the top of the dome. So, you know, but
I mean, the thing is, you know, sometimes when you go back to your video, a lot of times if there's like a little nugget I missed, sometimes I just have it pop up in writing.
edit. Yep.
I just have it pop up in writing,
even though I didn't say it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, you know. But look, y'all, we appreciate y'all being tapped in once again. One Pair at a Time podcast channel, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time every Saturday morning. And make sure you have those notification bells turned on because you never know when we may show up live during the week and when we drop our particular videos reviewing some of these kicks that y'all know and love. Jay, what you got before we close on out, bro?
Hey, Chad, we talked about this last week, man. Like, if you guys really want to go ahead and rock with myself and everybody else, you know what I'm saying, on this platform, watching old Kung Fu flicks together, listen, hit me up on IG. We can definitely make that happen and go live. And all of my Kung Fu fans out there, we can talk about sneakers while we watching Kung Fu flicks. Let me know, man, so we all can have a good time together. You know tomorrow.
Hey, ain't that left side of his car looking kind of low from the camera angle? Let me stop.
Terrible.
Let me stop. Mr. Thing, what you got, bro?
Hey, man, it's always a pleasure. You know what I mean? Kicking it with my bros on the panel, kicking it with my bros and sisters in the chat. Look, it's always loving this. And, man, y'all come through and just kick it with us and rock out. And I appreciate that. Congrats to everybody who was able to cop today. If you copped, congrats to everybody who's been able to hit in the past just from, you know, being with us. And I love the energy, and I think this is good for the culture. So once again, it's always loving this, and I appreciate you.
100%. Yeah, man. We appreciate y'all rocking out with us once again. It is May 31st, the last day of May. Tomorrow is June 1st, and we are officially going to be about 6 months here through the year, and there's so much more to come as far as releases are concerned, plus the podcast itself, man. We got a lot of great ideas. We haven't done a giveaway in quite some time. I think a giveaway is on the docket here very, very soon. I'll have to come up with something collectively here for you guys. But we appreciate y'all once again. Make sure you have a safe, fun-filled weekend, guys. Hope to see y'all back next week, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, One Pair at a Time podcast channel. We want to remind you guys that you too can have a great collection, but it comes one pair at a time. And we out, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Yay.